This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so today we'll discuss about how to log into Redshift cluster and run some queries. So go to AWS console. It will ask the email address and the password that you gave at the time of signing up. So then search for Redshift and it will take you to your clusters. So see here I have 2 clusters. So like that you can create any clusters. So no worries. Okay. So yeah, yesterday I have created this cluster. Okay, so yeah, it was available status. Okay, so that means you can run queries. If you want to pause it, go to actions and pause. Pause means as long as it's paused, you will not be charged or you will not get any bill. If you want to reboot the cluster, you can reboot. Okay, if you want to delete the cluster, you can delete. I'll talk about resize later. Resize is basically if you want to change the number of nodes. Yeah, I have already used this term resize. Resize is to, like, if you want to change number of nodes. Yeah, we will see that separately. Okay, cool. So right now, yeah, I have my cluster. So to connect, click here, query data. Okay, yeah, I think, yeah, there are 2 versions. You can use anything. So connect to database. Yeah, it will ask. Okay, I think I have 2 clusters, right? Cluster 1 and cluster 2. So it was showing. Okay, so if you see, change connection. See here, Redshift cluster 2. Okay, cluster 1 is in pause mode. So cluster 2 is available. So it is showing. The database name you have to give as dev. Dev is the database name for this cluster. And database user AWS USER. That is the user I have given at the time of creating the cluster. Yeah, in fact, that is the default user also. So you can give connect. Yeah, it will connect to the database. See here, dev database and user AWS user. When you first time create the cluster, so like in Oracle we have employee department tables, right? Whenever you install Oracle software, the employee department tables will come by default, like Scott, Tiger, and username and employee department. So similarly here, these are the tables that will come if you want to play around it. Okay, so you can give select star from category or select count star from category or whatever you want to do. Okay, so similarly date table, event, listing, sales, users, venue. Okay, so if you want to play around them, you can play around them. Show schema, preview data, add row, duplicate table, drop table. So if you want to see its schema, just like what are the columns are there. Only here show schema means it's showing only columns. But for example, I'll create one table. Okay, yeah, and show you like how to. So as soon as you connect, so generally we can do some testing whether it's working or not. Something like select current underscore date. Okay, so it should give current date. Yeah, I think if you are familiar with Postgres or something, it will be much more easier. I think current date not required. Select current date. Oh, spelling mistake. Current date. So don't get panic. Just see whether we are typing correct or not. Okay, so even if you get some syntax error or something, no worries. You can correct it. Okay, so basically, I mean, if you remember everything, that's fine. Even if you don't remember, you can just play around it. Okay, if you know. Yeah, I know it will work, whether it will have some brackets or it may not have brackets. So I just do like this. Yeah, today's date coming means yes, cluster is working. Okay, so current underscore timestamp. And of course, there is one more function now in post. This is Postgres. Yes, this is also will work. Now means same current timestamp related. It will give date with timestamp. See here, date with timestamp. Okay, so let's say, okay, current date, or for example, you can also check current user, current underscore user. Means you want to know what is the user that you logged in. AWS user. Syntax error, okay. CURRENT current underscore user. AWS user. Okay, so means you want to know which user is currently running, or current underscore schema. Yeah, I think this function requires brackets. Yeah, some of them require brackets, some of them don't require bracket. Okay, that's why I'll just try with brackets. If that does not work, then it will work without bracket. So current schema will be public. You should know that by default, Redshift, or not only Redshift, public, Postgres also uses public as the default schema. So public will be your schema. That means all the tables that you create, anything that you create will be created in the public. See here, current schema, public. Okay. So, okay, current schema, current users, current database. For example, what is the current database? Then, so these functions working means yes, your connectivity to cluster is working and cluster is working. Just for testing purpose, this is all. Okay, so this is just quick check. So once everything is fine, then you can do, like create table. Okay, so generally, you see in Oracle or somewhere or any database, we just create like this: create table. Okay, table name, department number. For example, you see I'll remove all these things: department number, integer or int. Okay, so anything you can use the same syntax that we are following. Okay, so department name, varchar, location, varchar, same thing, whatever you're following, or char. Okay, so char or varchar, whatever it is. Data types, right? For numerical data types, integer, decimal, double, numeric, float, small int. These are all integer data types. For character, for char and varchar. So those are the character data types. Okay, and for time date timestamp also date data type. So yeah, like this. So based on what type of data the column is going to hold, you will either define integer or character or date if it is a date column. So you can write the whatever database, like int or char or character like that. Okay, it will take. So in Oracle, generally what we do after this bracket, we at the end will put primary key like that. Primary key, you will put, some department number, right? So here we don't put anything like, primary key or anything. So because primary key we are not using in Redshift, right? So what is primary key? Unique and not null. Okay, so that means that column should be unique and not null. Then you can define it as a primary key. So here also we can define primary key, okay, like we do in Oracle or anything. But here the purpose is, or emphasis is not on primary key, so we don't bother about primary key. We bother about distribution style or distribution key. So here either you can define dist style key, dist key, you can give department number or something. Okay, so yeah, in Redshift this is the emphasis. Okay, so you focus on distribution styles. That's why we have spent time on discussing distribution styles. This is the syntax for example, dpt underscore key. I'll put okay, character, dist style key, dist key, department number. If I get any syntax errors, it will show syntax errors. Otherwise, it will be executed. Yeah, executed. See here, left hand side dist key, dpt underscore key table key created. So this is the syntax: dist style key, dist key, department number. Means department number is the distribution key. Okay, so that is in case if you want to create a particular column as the distribution key. But let's say you want to all distribution, then you don't write like this. Distribution style, you'll just keep all. I mean, small letters or capital letters, you can write anything, no worries. Okay, distribution style, all. See, I changed the table name to all, and because I'm creating this as dist style all, then it will be created. That's all. See here, dpt all, dpt underscore all. So what is the next one? Even. Dpt underscore even. If you want to create, yes, you can create. and you just need to mention this style even. Okay, so it will create this style even. See, it's completed. See, this dpt underscore even created. Okay, so let's say I don't give anything. I don't want to give anything. Or for example, you are new to Redshift and you don't know anything. Okay, you don't know distribution style or anything. You know only okay that creating table with columns data type was. Then you can give like this. Okay, don't mention anything. You just give like this and run. Then what happens? What is our concept? Tell me, if you give like this, what happens?
Auto,
Yeah.
this style auto.
So yeah, this style auto will be created. See, I did not change the table name, so it gave DPT even already exists. Yeah. So if you don't mention anything, it will create with auto distribution style. So see, there will be a lengthy discussion in the interview on these distribution styles. Okay, that's why I have spent more time on that. And yeah, one must be familiar with this. Yeah, distribution style auto. Okay, created. Okay, now, yeah, the question. How do I know how this table is created? How do I check whether it's auto or not? I mean, your question, Prasad, like, how to check table DDL. You should not say columns and all. Okay, describe is to view the DDL. Similarly, here also, right, you will see list of columns or DDLs, Prasad, for describe in Oracle.
Columns and data types, both.
Hmm. I mean, what I want to know is okay, yeah, this describe, not this describe, describe table name, right? So how it will be? Okay, anyway, I would like to tell. For example, you see here, there is an here we will give show actually. Okay. For example, show dpt underscore key. If you give, you will see the table DDL. Okay. So create table name. Obviously, see here in this, you will see columns, data types, and all. So I want to know whether describe in Oracle gives create table name in this format or just only columns and data types.
Only columns and data types.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay then. So I think then here you see columns and data types we can get in a different way. But yeah, this show table will give everything, right? Like how the table got created. See here, copy this and paste here. Okay, create table name. Okay, department number, department name, location, and distribution style key. See here, and remember, at the time of creating a table, we have not given anything like encoding or nothing. Okay, so we have not given anything, right? See here, LZ and all. Yes or no? So what I said, those what are those LZO and AZ64? Those are all encodings. Encodings means compression. Okay, here the Redshift terminology is encoding or encode. So if you don't mention anything, it will take automatically. In fact, the Redshift advisor or AWS advising, don't define anything at the time of creating table, because what is new today may not be new after 2-3 years, because encodings keep changing, because the more and more advanced encoding advanced means what? It will save more space. So earlier some older encodings were there. Okay, now they are facing space issue. So also with that experience, AWS says don't define anything, because encodings will keep change. Okay, so if you just don't mention, it will automatically take the new latest encodings. So how can we say? See, based on this example, we have not mentioned anything, but it only took automatically like that. Okay, so how do you know your table DDL? Show table, table name. For example, show table key. Okay, show table all. You give all, it will show. See here, distribution style all. So it created with all distribution style. Similarly, even. Distribution style even is created. You can also check distribution style auto. See here, this style auto. Auto means what? We have not mentioned anything. So at that time, it automatically took auto. So auto means what happens? What did we discuss about auto? Auto will initially begins with all, and then if it sees that table is growing, then it will change that to even, right? So that is the auto. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Somnath, are you there? Somnath? Hello, Somnath? Somnath, can you hear me? Okay, Prasad, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think Somnath, can you please confirm if you are available? Okay, so yeah, so this is about auto. So like how to insert, data on table created. Like I have said, yeah, this is okay. Insert into table. Okay, so I'll create a DPT table. I have created DPT key, DPT all, DPT even, DPT auto. Okay, so now I'll create DPT table. Okay, so I don't give anything. Even if you give, no problem. But best practice in real time is not to give. Why not to give? Because if newer encodings comes, they will automatically take. If you give now, that's all that will be fixed. So dname, I'll give character of 20. See, if you just give char, it just to character of 1. So, but we want character means ideally we will give some size. Okay, so that is the length of that column that you are expecting. So create table, this one, department number integer, department name, character 20, location, and yeah, this I think you can take anything. Okay, distribution style, key, dist key, department number. Okay, cool. Dist style, key, dist key, department number. Yeah. Yeah, so department table created. Now we can insert data. Okay, so this one, insert into DPT values, some department number. Okay, 10, department name, some HR, location, Hyderabad. Okay, like that. So, but every record should have comma between. Okay, when you're inserting multiple values. So like this. If you want to insert one more value also, you just put here, open the bracket, some 40, HR, sales, marketing, then what is that? The another department, okay, production. Character values you should put in single quote. Okay, then BLR, okay, I think this is Chennai. Prasad, you have idea on SQL? Like, how do you know that character column should be put in single quote and all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like how do you know? Hello, I'm asking question. How do you know that character columns should be put in SQL
Yes,
single quote?
I saw the videos in YouTube, sir.
Okay, yeah, that's good. ఓకే సో చిన్నది చెప్తే అందుకే వెళ్ళిపోయేటట్లు ఉండాలి, అర్థమైందా? ఏ చెప్తే
Yes, sir.
జెడ్ వరకు చదివేయాలి.
Okay, sir.
యాపిల్ చెప్తే ఏబిపిఎల్ యాపిల్ చెప్తే మొత్తం వర్డ్స్ సెంటెన్సెస్ అన్ని వచ్చేటట్లు ఉండాలి. అప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్ జాబ్ వస్తుంది, ఎవరి కోసం వస్తుంది.
Sure, sure, sir.
అర్థమైందా?
Yes, sir.
అది సో అసలు సాఫ్ట్వేర్ లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు మొత్తం డమ్మీ క్యాండిడేట్లు, అర్థమైందా? ఏబిసీలు రాని వాళ్ళు అందరూ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ లో ఉంటారు, అర్థమైందా? సో ఏ జాబ్ రాకపోతే సాఫ్ట్వేర్ కి వస్తారు.
Yes, sir.
సో కాబట్టి కొద్ది కామన్ సెన్స్ ఉన్న ఆటోమేటిక్ గా జాబ్ వస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఇంటర్వ్యూ కూర్చొని అందరూ అలాంటి వాళ్ళు వస్తారు. వాళ్ళు నువ్వు కొద్ది పెర్ఫామ్ చేస్తే యూ విల్ బి సెలెక్టెడ్. ఎందుకంటే రియల్ టైమ్ మోడ్కి జనరల్ గా థియరీ అంతగా తెలియదు. జనరల్ గా ఈ చదువుకొని వెళ్ళి ఎక్కువ థియరీ చదువుకొని వెళ్తారు, అన్ని కూడా ఏది మిస్ అవ్వకుండా. రియల్ టైమ్ మోడ్ ఓన్లీ ఆడు వర్క్ చేస్తున్న వరకు చెప్తాడు, మిగిలింది ఆడు కూడా చదవాలి లేకపోతే చెప్పలేడు, అర్థమైందా? సో కాబట్టి మరొకటంటే మీకు శాలరీస్ తక్కువ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి మీకు ప్రియారిటీ ఇస్తారు. రియల్ టైమ్ మోడ్ ఏంటి, ఆడు ఏదో ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్స్ లో ఉంటాడు, ఓకేనా? సో నాకు ఎంత కావాలి అంత కావాలి, లేదంటే ఏదో చెప్తాడు. ఇంకా మీకు ఎంత ఇచ్చిన ఓకే, ఎంత ఇచ్చిన అంటే తక్కువ ఎవరులే. సో మేము మళ్ళీ ఫస్ట్ తీసుకుంటాం, ఓకేనా?
Okay, sir.
సో అలా ఇప్పుడు క్లాసులో చెప్పేది ఒక 20%, మిగిలిన మన హోంవర్క్ చేయాలి కదా. జస్ట్ వినేసి ఎగ్జామ్ పాస్ అయిపోయాం కదా, క్లాస్ వినేసి. సో సేమ్ ఇక్కడ కూడా అది. అయితే లక్కీగా ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ నేను చెప్పిందే రేపు మీరు జాబ్ లో కూడా ఇవే చేస్తారు. అది వాడు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో కూడా ఇవే అడుగుతాడు, ఓకేనా? సో ఇంటర్వ్యూలో కూడా వచ్చే ప్రతి క్వశ్చన్ కవర్ అవుతుంది, మీరు రేపు జాబ్ లో కూడా చేసే సినారియోలు అన్ని కవర్ అవుతాయి. మీరు నేను చెప్పిన దాని మీద ఎంత స్ట్రెస్ చేసి చదువుతారో, ఎంత ఎఫర్ట్స్ పెట్టి అంత బెనిఫిట్ ఉంటుంది, అది అక్కడ, ఓకేనా? సో అది టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ అయిపోయింది, డేటా ఇన్సర్ట్ అయిపోయింది. సో ఓకే, సో ఇందాక మీరు అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్కి ఏంటి, హౌ టు సీ ది టేబుల్ DDL? ఎస్, దెన్ షో టేబుల్. హియర్ the answer is show table DPT. Then you will see entire DDL itself for the department table. Okay, so how this DPT table created you will know. Okay, this style key. Okay, department number, integer, dname, character, location, character, this style key, bus. Okay, so we have inserted 4 records. So how to know data is there or not in this table? How do you know? Select star from table.
Select star from table names.
Okay, so it will display the data. Select means it will retrieve the data. So it will show 4 records because the table has only 4 records. Yes. Okay, so but in real time tables will have millions of records. So if you give select star from table, it will take generally if the table has millions and billions of records, it will take a lot of time just to retrieve the data. A lot of means it will take even 1 minute or even more. We don't want to spend that much time, so we generally give select count of. You can give select count of table name also. What this will give? Hello, select count star from table. What is the output of this query? Hello boss, this is for you only, Prasad. Okay, so hello Prasad, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, select count star will give
Count records, sir. Number of records.
Yeah, so what is the output of this query? 4.
4 records.
Okay, see, we have not 4 records. Number 4, count star from table means it will give number 4.
Yes, yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Select star and you will get, okay, records. 1, 2,
Yes,
3,
yes,
4. How many records are there?
yes,
It will give.
yes, sir.
So if you give count means it will give only count. How many count number of records are there? Like 4 or
Yes, sir.
5 or
Number of,
3.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
number of records in the table. You will get it. Okay. So okay, cool. So okay. So generally you said right, like what are the columns? Yeah, for example, show table will give all this information, right? Like okay, what are the columns? Okay. I mean, definitely from show table also you can get right list of columns, data types, their encoding, distribution key, all these things. Can you know or no from show table?
Yes. Actually, I don't know,
Yeah,
sir. First time I saw.
yeah. That's why, yeah, I know. Okay. So another way that you can know is very simple. Like if you want to know columns and all, you can give this one. Select star from SVV tables underscore info. This is very, very important table. Select star from SVV tables underscore info, where table should be in double quote, equals to DEPT. Yeah, you can put where table equals to DEPT. Of course, you can also add another filter and schema equals to public. You can put this also. Select star from SVV tables info, where table equals to DEPT and schema equals to public. You can go. Or you can just put only table equals to DEPT filter. See now what is the output? I think SVV table info, not tables. SVV table info. See, it will show like this. Database dev, schema public, table ID, table, encoding. Okay, auto encoding, dist style, key, and what column it is there. And sort key, if you have any sort key, that will come here. Sort key. And max varchar, I mean, if there is any max varchar available, it will come here. And you see size, table size. This is the size in MB. It will give table size in MB. It will show here. So based on this, you can also tell what is the size of the table. This is also another important question. How do you know the current size of the table? SVV table info, SVV underscore table underscore info, where table equals to table name if you give, and schema. Of course, this is the additional filter I said, right? Schema equals to public. You can put this filter also. Then this column called size column will give the size in MB. This is the size of the table in MB. So percent used means percentage of disk space used on the total disk. Like it has 160 GB, right? So on that 160 GB, how much space it's used? It's used 0.0033%. It used. Okay, so and empty unsorted stats of, this is another important column, stats of. Okay, statistics. Okay, statistics is, like I said, optimize in the, while discussing Redshift architecture, we said that optimizer will come up with the best plan. Okay, so because optimizer knows what are the tables, what are the distribution keys, and where the tables data is stored. So when a user fires a query, it will exactly know where the table is there, so it can come up with the best plan to bring the data or to retrieve the data. So for that, the statistics are very, very important. So the stats of 100 means there is no up-to-date statistics available, or you can say that statistics are not up to date. Stats of 0 means current. Statistics are current. Current means up to date. Okay, so this is another important column, stats of, and table rows. You see here, table rows, it showed 4. Obviously, the table has 4 rows only, right? The table has how many rows?
Yes, sir. 4 rows.
Yeah. So you see, table skew 1. So ideally, it is 1. I said, right? Table skew ideally 0 or 1. Ideally, actually, it will be 1 only. Why? Because you have 4 rows, right? 4 rows, and you have only one node. Okay, one node. So one node, this DC2 large will have 2 slices. So each one has two records. So skew rows 1. So that's good. Up to 4 skew is allowed. Okay, 4 or 5. Okay, so that's good. So if, like I said, right, skew is, when, what will lead to skew? What will lead to skew?
Uneven distribution of data across the slices.
Yeah, that's all. Okay, so yeah, very, very important. If I'm asking one question means, be assured that that question will come in the interview. Otherwise, I don't ask that question. Okay, so if you can able to answer this here, you will be able to answer there. Okay, so that's what. Okay, skew. Definitely he will ask what is skew. What is skew means? Yeah, so it is the percentage of uneven distribution of data. Okay, if data is most unevenly distributed, this number will be more. If the data is equally distributed to all the slices, it will be 1. Okay, so 1 is the ideal. But skew up to some 5, yeah, 4 to 5. Of course, even 20 to 30% skew also fine. Okay, for example, in the case I said, the column which is most unique but not used in the join, another table which is not mostly unique but 80% unique but used in the join. Yeah, in such cases you may see skew up to 20, but that's fine. Okay, that will help you the joins. So skew up to some 20% is fine, no issues, but ideally the value is 1. Okay, so estimated visible rows also 4. Yeah, so how to study Redshift is, or how to understand, for example, which table I queried now? I queried SCV table info. Okay, so SCV table info is very, very important. And from SCV table info, what we are seeing? We are seeing the database name, schema name, table name, and its encoding. Okay, and its distribution style, whether it's a key or all. Okay, key or all or even auto, whatever it is, it will be shown here. And sort key, see, nothing, we have not defined any sort key, so it took as auto sort key. So, and size of the table, this number is in MB. and percentage used. Okay, disk space means this is size, right? So this is how much percentage on the total disk. And stats of means whether the statistics are up to date or not. Anyway, we will discuss separately about statistics and vacuum. Yeah, there are these concepts are coming up. So no worries for now. Just try to understand stats of. Okay, so stats of 0 means current, 100 means stale. Stale means no statistics are available on the table. Okay, table rows. This is important. Table rows means how many rows are there in the table. Okay, so 4. Okay, okay. So estimated visible rows 4. So somebody may ask, what is this table rows and estimated visible rows? Why two? Both are rows. Okay, one is table rows and estimated visible rows. So why two columns means I will tell you actually. Yeah, that I will tell you when we are discussing on vacuum and all. Okay, so actually table rows will have, when table data got updated, this number will increase. But this number will always show actual number of rows. Estimated visible rows will show actual number of rows. I will tell you one example. You have, 10 employees. Prasad, you have 10 employees.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have updated one record from his salary 10,000 to 20,000. Okay. I have updated
Yes,
one
sir.
record, his salary from 10,000 to 20,000. After that update, how many records will be there in the table?
4 records, sir. Oh, 10 records, sir.
Okay. My question is, I have a table which has 10 records. Okay. Let's say 10 employee records. And I have
Yes, sir.
updated one of the employee record, his salary from 10,000 to 20,000. So after my update
Yes, sir.
query, how many records will be there in the table?
10 records. So,
Okay. I mean, are you sure?
yes, sir. Only the particular column is updating, not any updating another record. No, sir. 11 records, sir.
How?
SCD type 2, sir.
No, man. I did not say like type 2 or type 1 or anything, right? Table may be anything. I have updated one record, that's all. From his salary. Okay, I'm not implementing SCD type 1 or type 2 or anything. Forget about them.
Oh,
I have
okay,
table
sir.
10 records. I updated one record, his salary from 10,000. Now I updated to 20,000.
Yes, sir.
So,
10 records will be.
hmm?
10 records, sir.
Yeah, that's all. You
Yeah.
see, in the interview, you will
Only
ask
updating,
like,
only updating that value, sir. Only column value.
yeah, హలో బాస్, మనం కాన్ఫిడెంట్ గా మాట్లాడడం నేర్చుకోవాలి. ఆర్ యూ షూర్ అనగానే ఆన్సర్ మార్చేయడం, ఫస్ట్ దాని అర్థం
Okay,
ఏంటంటే మనకి కరెక్ట్ గా క్లారిటీ లేదు, మనకి కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ లేదని అర్థం.
okay, sir.
అర్థమైందా? సో
Yes, sir.
ఆర్ యూ షూర్ అంటే ఆ 10 అలా 11 అయిపోద్దా, మళ్ళీ ఆర్ యూ షూర్ అంటే 11 అలా 10 అయిపోద్దా? అంటే అర్థం
No, sir.
ఏంటంటే వీ డోంట్ నో లైక్ what we are answering, or what we actually don't have clarity what is output for that question. Okay.
అంటే అంటే యాక్చువల్లీ సార్ నేను మళ్ళీ వేరే కాన్సెప్ట్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయాను సార్. టైప్ 2లో ఎస్డి టైప్ 2 చూస్తే మరి న్యూ
Okay,
రికార్డ్ ఎంటర్
type
అవుతుంది
2
కదా సార్.
type
అంటే
2
వాల్యూస్.
type 2 ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయమని చెప్పట్లేదు కదా, నేను ఒక టేబుల్లో ఆల్రెడీ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ హియర్ ఈ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ టేబుల్ తీసుకో. డిపార్ట్మెంట్ టేబుల్లో నీకు డిపార్ట్మెంట్ టేబుల్లో 4 రికార్డ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే,
సార్.
సో ఇప్పుడు నేను అప్డేట్ ఈపిటి సెట్ ది నేమ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు ప్రాడ్ అని ఉంది కదా, ప్రాడ్ ని ఇంకా నేను prod what I will do is I mean housekeeping. ఓకే, ఆ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ హౌస్ కీపింగ్ అని మారుస్తున్నాను. అంటే అక్కడ
Yes,
ఏముంది 10,000 2,000 అని మార్చేవారు. ఇక్కడ నేను ఫ్రాడ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ని ఓకే హౌస్ కీపింగ్ అని మారుస్తున్నాను. ఓకే,
yes, sir. Where
వేర్ డిపిటి నెంబర్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 40.
equal to 40.
ఓకే, అప్డేట్ డిపిటి సెట్ డీనేమ్
Yes, sir.
ఈక్వల్స్ టు హౌస్ కీపింగ్ వేర్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నెంబర్ 40 రన్ చేస్తాం. అంటే ఐఎమ్ రన్నింగ్ ఆన్ అప్డేట్ స్టేట్మెంట్. సో మై క్వశ్చన్ ఈస్, I updated on record. After that, how many records will be there in the table?
4 records.
4 or 5?
4, sir.
అప్పుడు వాడు ఆర్ యూ షూర్, నువ్వు డౌట్ గా చెప్తేనే వాడు ఆర్ యూ షూర్ అంటాడు. సో మనం వాల్యూ అప్డేట్ చేసినంత మాత్రాన కౌంట్ ఆఫ్ రికార్డ్స్ విల్ నాట్ చేంజ్. సి కౌంట్ ఈజ్ 4. ఓకే ఓకే,
Yes, sir.
count did it change? No, right? Because whenever we
No,
update,
no.
nothing will change. సో
Yes, sir.
ఓన్లీ డిలీట్ చేస్తేనే డేటా డిలీట్ అవుద్ది, ఇన్సర్ట్ చేస్తేనే డేటా ఇన్సర్ట్ అవుద్ది. అంతేగాని అప్డేట్ చేస్తే నథింగ్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్.
Yes, sir.
అప్డేట్ చేస్తే ఓన్లీ ఆ వాల్యూ మారుతుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు సెలెక్ట్ స్టార్ ఫ్రమ్ డిపిటి అని కొట్టావు అనుకో, అక్కడ ప్రోడక్ట్ బదులు హౌస్ కీపింగ్ అని వస్తుంది.
Housekeeping. Housekeeping.
ఇంకా
Yes, sir.
హౌస్ కీపింగ్ ఇదేనా?
Yes, sir.
అది సో వాడు అలాగ అడిగాడు అని కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయిపోవడం, అటుకోదు అని చెప్పడం చేస్తాం అనుకో, వాడు ఓకే ఇంటికి వెళ్ళిపో అంటాడు లాస్ట్ లో. సో ఐ మీన్ అంటే మన క్లారిటీ లేదు, అప్డేట్ చేస్తే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ రికార్డ్స్ చేంజ్ అవ్వని మన క్లారిటీ లేదు. సో అప్డేట్ విల్ నెవర్ చేంజ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ రికార్డ్స్, ఓన్లీ డిలీట్ చేస్తేనే డిలీట్ అవుతాయి, ఇన్సర్ట్ అయితే ఇన్సర్ట్ అవుతాయి. ఇన్సర్ట్ అయినప్పుడు డిలీట్ అయినప్పుడు డెఫినెట్ గా నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ రికార్డ్స్ మారుతాయి, మారవా?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు ఎస్సివి టేబుల్ ఇన్ఫో చూస్తే, see here department number, encoding, auto, distribution style key. See here table rows 5 చూపిస్తుంది చూడు.
Yes, sir.
ఎస్టిమేటెడ్ విజిబుల్ రోస్ ఎంత చూపిస్తుంది?
4, sir.
అయితే ఇందులో 4 ఉన్నాయా 5 ఉన్నాయా?
4 ఉన్నాయి, sir.
సో estimated visible rows will always show the correct, I mean current number of records in the table. Okay, అది మనం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. estimated visible rows will always show current number of records in the table. అయితే ఈ టేబుల్ రోస్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే, రికార్డ్స్ అప్డేట్ అయినా డిలీట్ అయినా, అప్డేట్ అయిన రికార్డ్ ని డిస్క్ లో నుండి డిలీట్ చేయకుండా దాన్ని అలాగే ఉంచి ఈ అప్డేట్ అయిన వాల్యూని ఆ పక్కన వేరే బ్లాక్ లో స్టోర్ చేస్తుంది. హలో,
Sorry, sir. అర్థం కాలేదు, sir.
సో 4 rows are there, right? 4 rows are there initially. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so when you're updating a table, it will not update the same record, or okay, ఆ రికార్డ్ అక్కడే ఉంచి కొత్త రికార్డ్ అంటే హౌస్ కీపింగ్ వాల్యూతో ఉన్న రికార్డ్ ని వేరే బ్లాక్ లో పెడుతుంది.
Okay, sir.
అర్థమైందా?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
సో దట్స్ వై ఇట్ విల్ షో ఇట్ యాజ్ 5. అంటే ఆల్రెడీ అప్డేట్ అయిన ఓల్డ్ రికార్డ్ డిలీట్ చేసేయాలి కదా, ఓల్డ్ రికార్డ్ ని.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but it will not delete old record in Redshift or Postgres. Okay, whenever there is update or delete, it will not clear the block of the old record. Then alage unchi update and record ni kotta block lo store chestadi. Anduvalle it will show like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Understand?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. So estimated visible rows అనేది నీకు కరెక్ట్ ఫిగర్ అని చెప్తుంది. సో ఇప్పుడు if you see SVV table info in Google, then it will show like what is the meaning of each column. Okay, so the meaning of each column you see it will show like database means database name, schema means schema name, table means table name, you know, encoding of the columns, dist style, okay, distribution style of the table, sort key, max varchar, okay, size of the largest column that uses a varchar, and you know, size of the table in 1 MB means in MB, size of the table in MB, okay, percentage used, percentage of available space that is used by the table, okay, empty, okay, this is not used, it is for internal use. Unsorted, okay, percentage of unsorted rows in the table. Stats of, this is important. So అసలు stats of అంటే ఏంటో మీకు తెలియడానికి you have to refer this document, okay, docs.aws.amazon.com. from there you have to see number that indicates how stale the table statistics are. 0 is current, 100 is out of date. So stats of అనేది ఎప్పుడు కూడా 0 ఉండాలి, బట్ దీనికి అవుట్ ఆఫ్ డేట్ ఉంది, ఓకే, 100 ఉంటుంది జనరల్ గా. అంటే టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేయగానే మనం స్టాట్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయలేదు కదా, ఐ మీన్ స్టాట్స్ వీ డి నాట్ కలెక్ట్, సో ఇట్ ఈస్ 100. ఓకే, సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు కలెక్ట్ స్టాట్స్ after creating table. We have not done yet, so it is showing 100, but it should be 0. Okay, tomorrow again I will show, okay, whether it's 0 or 100. Okay, so today we have seen stats of is 100, which is okay. Prasad, remember this point, stats of is 100
sir.
for this table today, okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
but ideally it should be 0 to come up with the best plan for the system. Okay, then table rows, see here, total number of rows in the table, this value includes marked rows for deletion but not at vacuum. So table rows అనేది ఏంటంటే డిలీట్ ఆర్ అప్డేట్ అయిన రికార్డ్స్ కూడా ఇది లెక్క చూపిస్తుంది. అప్పుడు ఇందాక ఒక రికార్డ్
Yes, sir.
అప్డేట్ అయింది కాబట్టి దాన్ని కూడా చూపిస్తుంది,
Yes, sir.
అర్థమైందా? Table rows, total
Sure.
number of rows in the table, this value includes rows marked for deletion. అంటే యాక్చువల్ గా అప్డేట్ అయిన ముందు రికార్డు డిలీట్ అయిపోవాలి కదా, ఓన్లీ లేటెస్ట్ వాల్యూయే ఉండాలి డిస్క్ లో. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, table rows అనేది it will show even the records which are marked for delete, means the previous values. Okay,
Yes, sir.
సో అవి ఏంటంటే అవి పోవాలంటే మనం వాక్యూమ్ చేయాలి, అది వాక్యూమ్ చెప్పినప్పుడు చెప్తాను. ఓకే, అవి
Sure.
పోవాలి, అది కూడా 4 చూపించాలంటే వాక్యూమ్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, సో ఎస్టిమేటెడ్ విజిబుల్ రోస్, ఇది కరెక్ట్ రో అని చూపిస్తుంది. ది ఎస్టిమేటెడ్ రోస్ ఇన్ దిస్ value does not include rows marked for deletion. See, ఈ వాల్యూ అనేది ఇట్ డస్ నాట్ ఇంక్లూడ్ rows marked for deletion. అంటే అప్డేట్ చేసినప్పుడు ముందు ఉన్న వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, దాన్ని చూపించాలి, ఎందుకంటే అది అవసరం లేదు కదా, అవి ఆల్రెడీ అప్డేట్ అయిపోయింది కదా కొత్త వాల్యూకి.
Yes, yes, sir.
సో దట్ ఈస్ వై ఎస్టిమేటెడ్ విజిబుల్ రోస్ విల్ షో ది యాక్చువల్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ రికార్డ్స్. ఓకే, బికాస్ ఇట్ డస్ నాట్ ఇంక్లూడ్ ది రోస్ మార్క్డ్ ఫర్ డిలీషన్. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's all about this table. Very, very important. Okay, so last column is vacuum sort benefit. This will show, I mean, what the estimated maximum percentage improvement of scan verify form when you can run vacuum. Okay, so vacuum, I mean, I will talk about this when we are discussing on vacuum. Okay, so this is the way you will find, you know, about what are the columns are there, what is their data types, okay, what is the distribution style, what is the sort key, and what is the table size. Main you see table size and you know statistics. Okay, so table rows, estimated visible rows, those things we will know. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any questions?
No, sir.
Yeah. So study about this. Okay. And see you tomorrow.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Huh?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.